Welcome back, students. Today we will discuss about our new topic, the uniform circular motion. In previous classes, we have discussed about the motion along a straight line, motion along a plane, and the graphical representation of the motion, like distance time graph, velocity time graph, and also we have represented the equations of motion and derivations of equations of uniformly accelerated motion through graphical method. Today we will going to discuss about the uniform circular motion, and the uniform circular motion can be defined as if a body is traveling equal distance in equal interval of time over a circular path, then the motion of that body is said to be uniform circular motion. Okay, in daily life we observe the uniform circular motion in many respects. Let's take some examples. First of all, let's take a view on the definition. When a body travels equal distance in equal interval of time over a circular path, okay, over a circular path, body is traveling equal distance in equal interval of time, then the body is said to be in uniform circular motion. Let's take some examples of uniform circular motion. First example, suppose we have a stone. Suppose we have a stone and it is tied through some thread and we are rotating it on a circular path. Suppose we have a stone like this one and it is tied through some thread and we are rotating it about the circular motion. Then this motion is the uniform circular motion, and it is an theory of the uniform circular motion that where will be the direction of the motion. Direction of motion is always along the tangent to the circular path. Suppose our body is traveling in clockwise direction. Okay, means the stone is revolving in the circular path in the clockwise direction. Then if we have to represent the direction of the motion at any point on the circular path, suppose we have to represent at point A, at point B, point C, at point D. Okay, we have to represent the direction of motion at these 4 points. Then we will simply draw 4 tangents at the points. Here at the point A, direction of motion is along the tangent to the circular boundary. Okay, so tangent can be drawn in this direction. So the direction of motion is along the tangent in this direction. If we want to describe the direction at point B, then we have to draw another tangent at point B, similarly at point C, and similarly at point D. Okay, we can see that at every point here at point A, B, C, and D, at every point direction of motion is different from the previous one. Okay, so in case of a uniform circular motion or a circular motion, the direction of motion always changes and it is always tangent to the circular boundary, or we can say the circular path of the uniform motion. Okay, let's take another example. A natural example we can take our moon. Moon is revolving around the earth in a uniform circular motion, and the necessary force, the force which ties up the moon with the earth is provided by the gravitational pull. Okay, gravitational pull provides the necessary force due to which moon is bounded with the earth and it does not go away from its orbit, and it moves in a stationary orbit around the earth. If we discuss about the motion of moon around the sun, around the earth, then it will be uniform circular. Okay, suppose this is our earth and this is moon. Moon is revolving around the earth in a uniform circular motion. It is our earth and it's moon. If we are talking about the motion of moon around the sun, motion of moon around the sun, so this is our sun and Earth is revolving around the Sun in a elliptical orbit, and suppose this is our Earth and here is the Moon, then the motion of Moon around the Sun is not uniform circular, but it will be the helical motion. Motion of Moon will be like this one. It is a helical motion. The motion of Moon is around the Earth is uniform circular motion, and motion of Earth around the Sun is also an example of uniform circular motion. But if we are discussing about the motion of Moon around the Sun, then it will be helical motion like this one. Okay, because Moon have to travel linear displacement also with the Earth. As Earth moves along the circular boundary, then Moon will also take the circular boundary, describing the uniform circular motion around the Earth. Okay, so this is the motion of Moon and Earth around the Sun. And let's take another example. We are taking an example of an athlete which throws an hammer. Okay, which throws an hammer thrown when an athlete throws an hammer, it also moves along a circular path. How is it possible? Let's see. When the hammer is thrown, suppose this is our hammer. Okay, this is the hammer and it is the handle of the hammer. When the hammer is thrown, then the motion of the hammer is uniform circular. It will rotate like this one. Once it is thrown, it will move like this. After that, this, and after that, it will again come to its original situation. Means to say, it will goes like here the center of mass. A new concept is there. Center of mass of the hammer lies at the weight. Okay, at the center of the weight, and at the center of the weight, it will rotate like this one. Handle will rotate around the center of mass like this one, due to which, when once it was thrown, it will goes in this manner. Once it is thrown, it will not move in this manner. After throwing the hammer, it changes its position like this, this, and this. After this, again it repeats the same pattern. And if we represent it on the circular motion, then we can represent it as, when the hammer is thrown, it is moving like this one. This is the center, and motion will be like this one. After some time, this one, and after another time, this one. It will move along the circular path, but like the case of the motion of Moon, it also travels a linear displacement. It is in the uniform circular motion, and it is also traveling in the linear motion. So its motion is again like helical motion. Okay, its motion is like again helical. Okay, here is our hammer and it is rotating like this one. Here is this one, and again there, this one, this, 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 this. Again it will like the helical motion as we described in case of motion of Moon around the Earth. Okay, motion of Moon around the Sun. Okay, so when an athlete throws an hammer, it will acquire uniform circular motion as well as a helical motion as it travels along the straight line, or simply we can say along a curve. Okay, these are some basic examples of uniform circular motion. Now we will discuss about some questions of the uniform circular motion. Suppose some numericals, or the we can say how to find the uniform circular speed of the motion in a uniform circular motion. Okay, let's take some examples how to find the speed of a body which is in the uniform circular motion. We know that the speed of a body is equals to distance traveled upon time taken. If we are taking an example of we are taking the case of uniform circular motion, then the uniform speed in circular motion will be equals to speed in circular motion will be equals to circumference, or we can say circumference divided by circumference of the circular boundary, or we can say circular path, upon time taken to complete the circular motion along the path. Okay, so if you are finding the speed u, or it can be represented by v circular motion along VC, then VC will be equals to circumference of the circular path will be equals to 2 pi times the radius divided by time taken. Here the time taken can be represented by small t. So if we have to find the speed of a body which is in the uniform circular motion, or we can say it is moving on a circular boundary, then the formula for the speed of the body will be equals to 2 pi times radius divided by time taken to complete the one revolution. Okay, let's take some examples. Suppose we have to find the speed of the seconds hand of a clock. Okay, seconds hand of a clock. Let's draw first a clock. Suppose this is our clock, and here we represent the 12, 3, 6, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, and it represents the seconds hand. After that, it represents the minutes hand, and this one represents the hours hand. I represent it as hours hand, it represents as the minutes hand, and this long needle represents the seconds hand. Okay, and it is given that the length of the seconds hand is 2 centimeter. Okay, it is of 2 centimeter, and we have to find out the circular speed of the seconds hand. Okay, we know that the speed Vc will be equals to 2 pi r by time taken. Here, if we are taking the case of seconds hand, then the seconds hand will be moving along the circular path of radius 2 centimeter. Okay, of radius 2 centimeter. So in place of radius we can put 2 centimeter. 2 in place of pi we can put 22 by 7, and in place of r we can put 2 again, divided by time taken. Here the time taken by the seconds hand to complete one circular motion is 60 seconds, because the seconds hand completes one revolution in 60 seconds. Okay, then you will put here time as 60 seconds. When we cut this one 60, 15, and it will be equals to Vc will be equals to 22 divided by 105 centimeter per second. It is the speed of the seconds hand in the uniform circular when it is moving in the uniform circular motion. Okay, It is the simplest example. Similarly, we can find out the speed of minute's hand if the length of the minute's hand is given. Okay, next let's take another example. A cyclist goes once round a circular track. A cyclist goes once round a circular track. This is our circular track, and a cyclist is there, which is moving along this circular track. Okay, and suppose this is paddling here. A cyclist moves this circular track. Okay, and the radius of the circular track is 105. Sorry, circular track of diameter. Here, diameter is given 105 meters. Okay, cyclist travels a circular track of diameter 105 meters in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. So we have given here the diameter of the track is 105 meter. So we have to first find out the radius, and the radius will be half of the diameter. So radius of the track will be equals to 105 divided by 2 meter, and again the time given is it completes one circular path, one circular motion in 5 minutes. Okay, so the time here is given is 5 minutes. Time is 5 minutes. So the speed Vc will be equals to 2 pi r divided by time taken. Here 2 in place of pi we can put 22/7, and in place of r we can put 105 divided by 2, and for time we can put 5 minutes, and 5 minutes must be converted into SI units. So 5 minutes will be equals to 5 multiplied by 60 seconds, and it will be equals to 300 seconds. Okay, 300 seconds. So we can put in place of 5 as 300 seconds. So we can cut this one. 15 sevens are, and 15 twos are 20, 30. So 7 cancels out, and this one also cancels out, and the value will be equals to 11/10. So Vc will be equals to 11 divided by 10, and it will be equals to 1.1 meter per second. Okay, so the speed of the cyclist, okay, so the speed of the cyclist is 1.1 meter per second. Okay, let's take another example. An athlete completes 2 rounds of a circular track of 100 meter long in 20 seconds. Okay, an athlete completes 2 rounds of a circular track. Again, we have to take an circular track, and athlete is running over this circular track, and it completes 2 rounds, 1 and 2 rounds in 20 seconds. Okay, of 100 meter, and this the value of circular track means the circumference is 100 meter here. So we can put in place of 2 pi r is equals to 100 meter, and the time taken to complete two two rotations is 20 second. Okay, two rotations is 20 second, and we have to find the calculate the diameter of the track and the speed of the athlete also. Okay, so it is our data, and we have to first find out the diameter of the track, and then we have to find out the speed of the athlete. So first we can find the diameter here from there. So here we have 2 pi r is equals to 100 meter. So we know that the diameter of the circular boundary is equals to 2 times of the radius. So we can find the value of 2r from there, and it will be equals to 2r from there. If we cross multiply the pi on the right hand side, then 2r will be equals to 100 by pi meter. Okay, so the diameter is equals to 100 by pi meter. So this is the first answer of the solution. It is asked that find out the diameter of the circular boundary. Okay, so the diameter of the circular boundary is 100 divided by pi meter. Okay, we can solve it by putting the value of pi. Either you can put 3.14 or 22 by 7. Okay, next we have to find the speed of the athlete supposed to be uniform. If the athlete is moving with the uniform circular speed, then we have to find the speed of the cyclist. Okay, so the speed of the cyclist is here we have given that the VC will be equals to 2 pi r divided by time. Okay, and we are given that the athlete completes 2 rounds of the circular track of 100 meter in 20 seconds. So if you are taking the case of one round, then one round will be equals to 100 meter and 2 rounds will be equals to 200 meter. Okay, so in place of 2 pi r we will use here as 2. Okay, 2 pi r multiplied by 2. Here 2 is multiplied because the athlete completes 2 rounds. If it is given that athlete completes one round in 20 seconds, then we will take 2 pi r by time. But it is given there that the athlete completes 2 rounds in 20 seconds. So we use here 2 pi r multiplied by 2 divided by t. Okay, let's find out the speed. Vc will be equals to, in place of 2 pi r we can put 100 meter multiplied by time, multiplied by 2 divided by time, and time is 20 seconds. When it is cancelled out, it will be equals to 10 meter per second. So the speed of the cyclist will be 10 meter. The speed of the athlete will be 10 meters per second. So guys, this is all about uniform circular motion. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Jai Hind.